And good morning, happy wet Monday. Although the sun is starting to shine now, so I'm Monica, your anxiety and stress buster person. And what I'd like to talk to you about today, and then of course you can come in and ask questions, is what most of us have been going through since, since December. Most of us, me included, have had this flu or upper respiratory chest infection. And I actually had a really nasty lung infection that's been going on since the beginning of December. And the reason I'm telling you this is because it was one of the most stressful things that I had gone through, because I just couldn't remember the last time I felt that ill. I couldn't talk. I was coughing 24/7. It was just unbearable. And eventually, after 2 weeks, I eventually went to the doctor and got the dreaded antibiotics. But I was just so knocked out from this infection that all I could do was lie on my sofa all day long. And you know, although when we work, we actually look forward to being able to sit on our sofas and watch mind-numbing television. And as it was around Christmas time, I actually got fed up. I couldn't watch any more romantic Christmas sloppy movies, and just watching them stressed me out. And this went on. I actually had to cancel all my Christmas and New Year's arrangements. I couldn't handle anything. And this, I started to realize, was really beginning to stress me out. I'm a very up and go person. I'm a doer. I don't sit around watching television during the day. And I started to feel very angry, very frustrated. I even had to cancel clients, which is something I've never, ever done. I just won't let anybody down, but I couldn't get out of the house. And the stress that I started to feel leading up to having to cancel my clients was horrible. And I had all these conversations going on in my head. Come on, Monica, you can do this. You can get dressed. You can close the door and get on the tube, go up to town. You can do it. And then the other voice was saying, Monica, you're an absolute idiot. There is no way you can do this. And I struggled for a few days, and I eventually started to cancel clients. The worry of having to cancel them, yes, it stressed me out, but it retarded my getting better, I feel. I was thinking about it. I was preoccupied with what I had to do against what I really didn't want to do. And as soon as I made that step, as soon as I was good to myself and I accepted I had to do this, I started to heal. I started to be good to myself. I started not to feel guilty about sitting on the sofa watching daytime mind-numbing Christmas movies. And that's once I accepted it. I wasn't letting myself down. I wasn't letting my clients down. I was being good to myself. I was being in the nicest way possible. Yes, I did have to do it. It started the healing process. I was being kind to myself. My immune system could then concentrate on getting me better and not having me worry, which was putting more pressure onto my immune system. And you know what? It's taught me such a big lesson, and I want to pass that lesson on to you. We need to realize that living in today's world is full of stresses and strains. If it's not one thing, it's another. and especially at this time of year with the flu, and now we're going to get the Australian flu, and that they say there's no flu injections left, and actually the flu injections don't do a blind bit of good anyway. So it is a stressful time. Don't fight your stress. The first lesson to learn in getting better into recovery mode, into de-stress mode, is be good to yourself. First of all, accept it. Accept, yes, I am stressed. I am anxious. So what? The first lesson to learn, that first step, accept it. And as soon as you've accepted it, you suddenly go, yes, I am anxious. Yes, I am stressed. But now I've accepted it, I can start to heal. Because as I always say, you can't let go of something that you don't own. And to let go of your stress, your anxiety, your fear, your phobias, accept, I am stressed. I have a fear of this, a phobia of that. I don't feel so confident in that situation. Don't fight it. Accept it. And then once you've accepted, you'll start to heal. And then what you can start to do is start to feel better about yourself. Really. So how can you start to feel better about yourself besides acceptance? What you can do a few little exercises. Primarily, breathe. Breathing, correct breathing. Breathing from our diaphragm and those intercostal muscles. Breathing slowly and in a controlled way will help with those stresses and strains that you're under. And then once you've done that, okay, you can start to think, what can I do to make myself less anxious about something? What can I do to let myself feel more confident? And so what we can do, let's say, here's a little exercise, that you can do to stop feeling quite so anxious. Stand up and take a look around you and think to yourself, what are the 5 things around me that I can see? And in your mind, go through 5 things you can see. And I'm looking around me now in where I'm sitting in my office, and I can see some lovely yellow tulips. So I can see tulips. I can see a poinsettia that was a gift to me by a neighbour. Funnily enough, I can see a sleeping cat. And just looking at that cat sleeping makes me feel calm, because she's doing something I wish I could do more often. And then I can see a table, and I can see more plants. Now you've done that, you've seen your 5 things. Prick your ears up. Notice 4 things that you can hear. What can you hear? I can hear some cars outside. I can hear the whir of a leaf, what are they called? The leaf blower. I can actually hear the cleaners outside in the corridor with the hoovers. And I can hear a clock ticking. Yeah. Now look around you and have a look at 3 things you can touch. Well, I can touch the table, the desk. What can you touch? I can touch the arm of my chair. I can touch my bottle of water. In fact, I can hold it. Yeah. Now look around. 2 things you can taste. And if you can imagine what maybe one of your favourite foods. Because when we close our eyes and we imagine a favourite food, we can actually taste it. What can you taste? I can taste some avocado. I love avocado. And I can taste a mango. Notice how calm you feel now. And that's a very, very quick, oomph way that you can become less anxious. Let's say you want to feel a little bit more confident. Now you're less anxious. You want to feel more confident, because when you feel less anxious and more confident, you can feel calm, you can feel less stressed, you feel relaxed. And again, very quick method to feel confident. Again, stand up, close your eyes, put your shoulders back, your head up, and through your head pretend almost there's a piece of string and it's pulling you up, so you're lengthening your spine. And automatically, as you lengthen your spine, your tummy comes in. So you're standing nice and upright, feet firmly on the ground, not looking up at the sky, looking flat and looking straight up. Notice how you're breathing. Looking straight ahead. Notice how you're breathing. And just by doing this little exercise, you're going to feel more confident. So now, within less than 5 minutes, you're less anxious and you're more confident. You've acknowledged that you need to be good to yourself. First step, acknowledge and accept. Do a little exercise to reduce your anxiety and then build up your confidence. All of these things are going to help you start to begin to deal with what's going on today in your life. And you know, stress is a part of our life. It's a part of our daily life. And actually, stress is good for us. If we didn't have stress, we'd still be sitting on the sofa. We'd still be couch potatoes. Stress is good for us. It motivates us. It gets us to get things done. We're programmed to accept stress. But it's when it becomes too much, which is when we go into a decline mode. And now, the next thing that you can do, now you're less anxious, you feel a bit more confident, now you need to motivate yourself to get up and do something. And a very quick, how many of us procrastinate? We all do, me included. Shall I do this? Shall I go out now? Oh, I'll go out later. I'll do that later. Oh, I must send that email. I can do it tomorrow. Shall I? Shan't I? We all procrastinate. Very good way to get over procrastination and motivation. Think about, I know one of the things I hate doing is tidying my desk. And I imagine a lot of you do as well. Oh, going through all those papers. So, when we look at our desk and we think, oh, I've got all of this to tidy, I'll do it tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes, oh, I haven't got time because I've got to go and do this, that and the other. And so it goes on, and the desk actually gets more and more untidy. So how can we motivate ourselves to get it done, to get anything done really? Imagine, close your eyes and imagine you have completed that task. How does it feel? How does it feel that you now have got a tidy desk? Phew, it feels good, doesn't it? How does it feel that you've actually gone to the gym? It feels really good. So elicit the feeling that you get when you've finished a task you actually don't want to do. Take time, elicit that feeling. How does it feel? You've actually done it. You've got that tidy desk. You've been to the gym. You've finished that task. Feels good. And hold on to that feeling. Now, when you're ready, with that feeling of completion and satisfaction that you've got because you finished the task, start the task going in with the good feeling, not the feeling of, oh, I've got to do this. And you'll notice how good it feels to do the task, how quickly you do it, and that feeling afterwards is wonderful. And that's all being kind to you. How you can be kind to yourself, how you can step over that line that separates the stressed out, demotivated, unconfident you. You step over that line to being somebody who's in control, who accepts they need to be kind to themselves because they're stressed, because they're anxious. You know how to overcome that anxiety, how to build a bit of confidence and to motivate yourself. Feels good, eh? And that's what I've done with me. That's what I've done to me and how I'm getting myself back up there again. Yes, it takes time, it takes effort, I admit it, but oh my gosh, isn't that effort worth it, that you get back to feeling in control? I know it is for me. Now, what I'm going to do, I think I've said enough. Has anybody got any questions? And because I'm on my phone, because I told you we had that technology malfunction, if you can forgive me for peering, but if anybody's got any questions, please let me know. Can you type them down, please? No questions? Anybody got any questions? You like my avocado? I can't read the rest of it. The avocado, wait a minute, let me get rid of, how do I get rid of that? You love the avocado something or other, and I'm not sure what it is. Hang on, I'm just going to hold the phone. Ah, there we are. You love my avocado and mango too. I know, I love them for breakfast. They're wonderful. And they're really good superfoods, and they help your mood. Mango helps with digestion, and avocado really lifts the mood. Hi, Emma. Sorry I didn't see you before. Has anybody else got any questions? Who's out there all together? There's Emma, there's Laurel, there's some other people, and I don't know who they are. Gosh, sorry about this. Hello, Yvonne. Hi, Yvonne, I can see you there. And who else? Anybody got any questions? If you can't think, quite often we can't think of questions when we're put on the spot. So if you do have any questions, please feel free to message me or type them into the feed, and I'll be more than happy to speak to you, to type them up, to reply to you by text. More than happy. Hi, Neil. Who else is there? Gosh, it's so funny looking at it on the phone. It looks quite different. Anybody got anything else? And of course, I am always around for more tips. And a lot of my tips, believe it or not, are, wait a minute, in here, my little book of helpfulness, available from me on my website or Amazon, but you can get direct from me. And all of those tips are in this quick, easy, simple techniques to help you through the stresses and strains of modern day living. Either that or straight from my mouth. I'm more than happy. I'm always around at any time. Anything else, Laurel? Anything? Why can't I? Oh, something's come up again and I don't know how to get rid of it. But never mind. There we are. Yes, it is. It is full of vitamin E. It's good for the skin, isn't it? Excellent. Thank you, Laurel. Thanks, Yvonne. That's very kind of you. And yes, I think we're going to be around again middle of April. So I'll think of something else. Most probably getting ready for spring, for summer, and all the stresses that brings. The wardrobe, changing wardrobes over, changing clothes over. Right, okay. Listen, guys, have a wonderful week. Have a wonderful January. And you know what? 2018 is really going to be a super, super, super year for everybody. And I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.